I am back today with John Halterman from Beacon Wealth Management. John is our certified wealth strategist. John, we're in part 2 of our Integrative Wellness series here.
Yes, and you know what? We're super excited because, integrative wellness is such a big part of the community. And, the one thing the retirees always tell me is that, look, I'm retired. What do I do now? I got 20 or 30 years living left, and I want to make the most of this. And big part of that is really just self-care. And so integrative wellness is a great opportunity for you to take care of yourself and maximize your living throughout your retirement years.
And we said before, what is your wealth if you don't have your
health? That's exactly it. You got to have health, or wealth is really irrelevant.
If you did not see last week, this is Dr. Randall Turner and his wife Cheryl Turner, and I've been coming here with my children because I believe in you and I believe in what you do. And I want to tell the viewers at home the other things that you do. So you don't only just see sick people. You want to see people before they get sick and help them prevent that. And so something you do that's very different is DNA testing. Okay. And how does that help the person who's coming here fix their problems?
Well, your DNA is your blueprint, so to speak. I like to think of it as that when you're born, you're born, but you don't have your owner's manual, so to speak. So, as you know, when we did the DNA testing on your family, you find out so many things that you can do to try to correct some things that you might be weak at. Not to say that you won't function, you can still function. However, as you age, those weaknesses tend to express themselves as dis-ease or disease. And therefore, that lends to some problems down the road that we can prevent possibly beforehand. And so epigenetics, or the expression of genes, is more important than genetics. So if you know your blueprint, you can still change the blueprint and build something different. And that's exactly what we do by using genetics. We can find the weaknesses and then point you in the other direction so you can prevent those things from happening.
So Cheryl, this is your favorite thing that you do here. You love the DNA, you love genetics, you've read my families, and what is it that you think sets you apart from, what are they, 23andMe, Ancestry? What is different?
Well, for one, we actually take that information. It is very secure, so it is not sold to China or any other organization out there. And we really take that information and we use it to help people get well. So again, this blueprint is telling us that we have a potential to end up with a disease based on genes, but we can use food as medicine. We can use supplements and things that the DNA tells us we need. So what I love about DNA is it's not guesswork. It's actually personalized to that patient and their needs. So it's not our opinion of what they need. It's actually what God in that blueprint and that DNA is telling us.
And for my son with his DNA, he was in the zone of possibly being pre-diabetic, and we know he wasn't methylating well. So people at home don't understand methylation. Half of the population has a methylation issue, and they don't even know it. So what is the methylation issue here?
So methylation is really everything, honestly. It is so important. I like to think of methylation really just as important as the mitochondria we spoke earlier. Methylation is everything on how we detox. It's how we metabolize. It's how we even our neurotransmitters and our moods. So it's like even our hormones. So it's like so many things. I could just go on, but methylation is something that I don't think people hear enough of, but we educate here. So when you come to our office, the first visit takes like 90 minutes. I mean, it's a long consult. Even the DNA is another 90-minute consult. It's just a lot of information you're going to learn and you're really going to understand.
So Dr. Turner, when I was just telling Cheryl, like my son had a marker that he could have diabetes issues later on, but we did blood work. He looks good. But the issue is I don't want to feed him things that are going to create that problem. So if somebody comes and gets their DNA done, you're able to say, hey, you shouldn't eat this, you shouldn't do this. And you also opened up Clean Juice next door, which has healthy options. So eating healthy is also a giant part of health to be wealthy, right?
That's correct. And in fact, the father of medicine, Hippocrates, said, let food be thy medicine. And so we took that to heart. we really brought the clean juice into town because we really felt the community needed somewhere healthy to eat. All right, we were telling people every day, you need to eat healthy, you need to eat organic. Some foods you have to have organic. And so we didn't have any place that people would say, look, I've got to be out on my job and I just got to pick up something really quick. And so we needed something for them. And so we did open the Clean Juice right next door to our wellness center. Most of our patients are clients there, obviously. I think you're one of them. And so we really enjoy having that clean option for people to enjoy whenever they're out and about. Yes, food is definitely medicine.
And speaking of food as medicine, Cheryl and I worked very hard on your green folders that you give people that list what you should and should not eat. Isn't that right, Cheryl?
Yes, that is right. I mean, it's so important. I just want people to understand that our body loves real things. It does not like anything synthetic. So even like boxed food, things that have no nutritional value, they come with glyphosate and they come with GMO, and that really wreaks havoc on our bodies. So we need real food that God made. Let's get back to the garden.
Yes. And Cheryl just mentioned glyphosate. You actually run a test here to test how much glyphosate is in the body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. We do a lot of different kinds of tests here that the traditional medical office doesn't do. We're looking for heavy metal toxicities. We see a lot of different things, not just glyphosate, but that's a big one, obviously. It's throughout our world now, and you can't get away from it. So detoxing people in a correct way so that they can get those toxins out will open up those channels that God gave them to heal. And we do believe that God created you to heal. And if you give the body what it needs and take away the toxin that it doesn't need, that it will actually do that. And we see that happening in our patients every single day. And it's just so rewarding to see that happen. And then they're like, wow, I didn't know that I could get so much better. And I feel so much and more alive and just more energetic and all that. And so, moving forward, I think that's the key to everything is that you just have to take away the toxins, put in the nutrients, and overall you will get better.
And I think John Halterman and I both, being patients here, can say that this works. And it may not be for everybody. And you're not saying that that people shouldn't go the regular medical route. It's a choice to come here.
No, it is a choice, and we have a lot of people that come here that are in both realms, obviously. We're here to help the family doctors along as well. I mean, I have a lot of physicians as patients, actually, and a lot of healthcare providers, nurses, chiropractors, and dentists that come here, and we're here to help them, obviously. I was in the traditional medical world for a long time, and I know that world. And so, yes, we do have people, and some people come here and they say, look, I'm really happy with my doctor, I'm doing great. I just want to be healthier. And so we can help them along the way. I know medical school, you don't get a lot of training in nutrition. You obviously don't learn about methylation and some of the other things we've talked about, the DNA and things today. But at the same time, we're here to bridge that gap, and that's what we're here for. And we feel like that the people that come here are going to love what we do. We spend a lot of time with them. They become part of our family. We care about them, and they will see that right off the bat.
So if you want to treat your body as a whole instead of sticking Band-Aids on stuff, how can people get in touch with you?
We have a website. It's www.integrativewellnesswv.com, and there's a contact form on there, or you can call the office. It's 304-808-6985.
And I think John Halterman's treating us all to clean juice next door now.
That sounds good.